still fly, I know. I'm still fly, let's go.
Wow, look at that view.
Hi guys, I'm Emma and this is Emma and John, you're welcome. Today I am at Kendal Castle. It's very windy up here on the top of Castle Hill, but I wanted to explore the castle with you, it's just there, and share a little bit of information. So this castle, the hill of the castle, which is in a whale formation, so if you can see that there would be the head and then down there would be the tail. The hill was formed over 10,000 years ago when this would have been under ice, and when the ice melted, the way it moved formed the hill shape. So this castle was owned by the Barons of Kendal. So in the 13th century, the Baron of Kendal married into the Parr family. William Parr was actually a convicted murderer, but he got pardoned because he was in the military, and then he became quite influential to the kings. They liked to show their status, so they built the castle really big, got into debt like we found with lots of these castles. But it would have, and they married into some really wealthy families as well. So yeah, it'll be exciting to explore. So we're just done the audio guide for the castle, so if you are in the area or if you're just interested in a few more details about the castle, it was on the Visit Kendal website, so you could do that if you wanted to, but we're not even in the castle yet and we're learning all about it, so it's very exciting. I've got Louis with me as well. He's just chilling there on the hill looking out at all of the people coming up and enjoying the breeze, I think. So back in the day, people that were coming to the castle would have had to have come through the drawbridge there. That would have been made of wood or bits of metal. And the only thing remaining is this little bit of masonry there, and that was left behind when it got destroyed. So it's cool that that's still standing. It kind of looks like the rocks from Avebury, actually, this one here. But the breeze is so nice here, so if it's a hot day, definitely come and sit on top of the hill, and the views up here are amazing. So this is all that's left of that drawbridge gatehouse structure. This would have been a courtyard bustling with people. It's fairly big for a manor house. We've definitely seen castles smaller than this. The castle was built here in 1788 after they got rid of the old Kendal Hall, which was built when it was a much smaller town. They then moved to the top of this hill, and why would you not, because it is beautiful. At around 1185, Gilbert Fritz Rainsford, I might be saying that wrong, built a wooden fort up here to protect the town from Scottish invasion. Obviously it would have been much smaller, a lot less rickety, a lot more rickety even than it is now. In 1189, the Lord of Firth attacked Kendal, set fire to the church, ransacked the town, so you can see why they were putting up defences here. The views up here you can see for miles, so it makes sense for it to be in this area. But yeah, they were worried about Scottish invasion, and they got Scottish invasion. They began building the stone castle here on Castle Hill in 1240. So William Parr, who did lots of the work here in the 1400s to make it bigger and better and grander, was actually related to Catherine Parr, who married Henry VIII. I am absolutely loving learning about this castle. If you look behind me this way, they would have had some fantastic windows, look, just out that way, there and up there and all the way up there. They've got these little walkways where you can go up with barriers stopping you going up to the scary bits, but yeah, I'm loving it. The spot we're stood in right now would have been the manor hall, and it would have been twice as big, so going out that way, and it would have been 10 meters high, I think they just said. So they would have had parties here and shown off and had all the dinner parties and things here, so it would have been really, really fancy. You can see why they chose here. Look at the view. I was looking at the view. You can see the church from up here too. I wonder if that's the one they set on fire. So there's nothing left of it now, but in this area here there would have been a bakery and a brewery and all of the things you might need, maybe even a butcher's. So, and there would have been lots of animals kind of grazing here, just like Louis. Oh, there's a drone. I can hear a drone. It's not our drone, but yeah, there would have been lots and lots of bustling around and things, people milling around doing things. The curtain wall behind me that goes all the way around the castle there would be 2 meters thick in some places, compared to like houses today. Obviously they are very, very thin compared to that, but it wraps all the way around the castle there. Oh well. So they filled this well in, but this would have been where the castle or the hall or the house got all of their fresh water. It would have been very, very deep. Look, we found some ancient graffiti. JC there. I mean, there's some more modern graffiti too. But... So William Parr would have been one of the last lords to live here, and they reckon it started going into ruin in the 14th century. So Catherine Parr actually wasn't born here. She was probably born in one of their properties down south. So yeah, and then she married Henry VIII. So after moving down towards London Way, William Parr was one of the favoured courtiers of Edward VI. William was later charged with treason because he was part of the plot to crown Lady Jane Grey instead of Henry VIII's daughter Mary as queen, so they threw him in the Tower. He was then pardoned, which was unusual, but he wasn't allowed to keep any of his land or any of his money, so he was in debt and he was poor. But then later Queen Victoria, she gave it all back to him and reinstated his earlship. So eventually the castle and the grounds were gifted to the town of Kendal along with the baronship of William, and it was sold for approximately £45,000 equivalent. That's what it would have been today. So now it just belongs to the town. In the 16th century, theatre groups started using the castle as a backdrop to their productions, which I think is amazing, and they're still doing that today, and they have lots of events up here like concerts and movie nights and things like that, so it definitely is still being used. You can just see it there in the background. It's such a pretty castle. Okay, so that was Kendal Castle. I hope you enjoyed exploring that with me and Louis. We had a lovely time. It's a very lovely day here in Kendal, very warm, so yeah, we're going to go and cool off. But thank you so much for exploring. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why don't you check out one of our other castle videos, because you will definitely love that. Yeah, if you enjoyed this video though, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one.